Welcome to Test Drive America. I'm your host, Chris the Fish, and today we're working with my good friend D Steele. Today we're going to be putting a K&N cold air intake system on this 2007 Dodge Ram truck. So all you Ram owners out there, you're not going to want to miss this special Gearhead segment episode. You're watching Test Drive America. Now, here we have a 2007 Dodge Ram Bighorn Edition. Of course, it has a Hemi engine on it. And of course, again, we're going to add in the K&N cold air intake system. So let's go get this Ram trucks on and go talk with him a bit before we amp up his driving experience every time he gets behind the wheel. You're watching Test Drive America. What's going on?
What's going on, good buddy?
Good to see you.
All right.
So again, we're with my good friend D Steele, and today we're going to be putting a K&N cold air intake system on this 2007 Dodge Ram pickup. So we're going to talk with him a bit first before we do the install. What particular reason did you want to add this cold air intake system to your vehicle?
Well, I basically wanted to add about 10 horsepower to the vehicle and hopefully help out on gas mileage.
Okay, so you said add horsepower, so performance, how important is that to you when you're behind the wheel of your vehicle?
Performance is everything, man.
Okay, definitely. Well, what expectations do you have for adding this, to your vehicle? What are you expecting out of it?
Hey, I want it to sound a little tough. I know it's not any pipes or flow masters or anything like that, but just to add a little bit of toughness to the vehicle.
Okay, you want your truck to be a little bit different than every other Dodge Ram sitting out there on the road.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. Last question is, what future upgrades do you have for your vehicle? Kind of, before you put this install in, what are you thinking for a future down the line?
Yeah, well, after we do this K&N cold air intake, I plan on putting some flow masters on this sucker and get it to sounding a little tough.
Oh yeah, okay, definitely. Well, let's pop the hood and go ahead and take a look. And we'll all right, now we're under the hood of this 2007 Dodge Ram pickup. And of course, we're looking at a 5.7 liter V8 Hemi engine, which is definitely already nice in its own right, but we're going to beef it up. We don't like just factory. Factory's nothing. So we're going to replace basically from here on down. This whole system is going to be totally new, totally replaced, provided by K&N, and which is definitely a leader as far as cold intake systems. So definitely going to be a nice deal, and we'll show you step by step, play by play, so nothing will be uncovered, no guesswork. We're going to show you everything you need to know to get this done. So stay tuned. Next time you see us, we'll be actually taking this out and removing it and installing the new system. So first thing you would need to do is make sure that you have all your product, including your warranty. So check your boxes, count all your pieces, and definitely first thing you always want to do. And when working with something like this, you want to make sure that either you have a gearhead buddy maybe to work with, or a mechanic that you can call or talk with someone about pre-installation before you begin a job like this by yourself. Okay, so stay tuned. We're going to come back and we're actually going to get our hands dirty a little bit. You watch the test drive. Brackets, we have our air box, we have our tubing, have our this is for the side piece actually. Make sure you have also a knife for this, because this may require a little trimming. Then we have the main event, which is basically our cold air intake system here. So it looks like we have everything I need, all our brackets, screws. So we'll come back and we'll show you step by step install of removing this first, and then we're going to put in the system. So it'd be a good thing if you have a buddy that can lay the parts out for you. It'd be great. But we're going to go ahead and come back and start the actual removal of this old intake system before we beef it up with the new one. You watch the test drive.
I'm taking this off here. I'm not fucking with that.
Yeah, no. Now we're back at this special Gearhead segment, Test Drive America. First thing you want to do is always disconnect your battery if we're doing anything under your hood. You definitely don't want any electrical systems messing up or anything like that. So definitely first thing you want to do first and foremost. And safety first, if you want to work with gloves, of course. And first thing we're going to do is start by removing this piece here. And we're going to remove this whole system out. We're going to remove this box here. And we're going to add the K&N airtake system on. So no more talking. Let's get our hands dirty and dig into it. So stay tuned. You watch the test drive.
Yeah. Take that piece off the hose. Anything else connected?
Wow. So we removed our old intake system. As you can see, it's just big and bulky. It takes up too much room. Once we add in this new intake system, it's going to be much more streamlined and look much better. Of course, I add more horses. Once you remove the old intake system, you're going to keep these grommets from the inside of the old system. We're going to need them to add in the new one. And then also, you want to disconnect this valve here, going into your air system. So we've removed our crankcase vent from our oil fill, and also we've loosened our bolts on the resonator box here, and we should be ready to take out this whole unit as one piece. Watch your head. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is remove the factory rubber hose from the throttle body, which this is this ring right here. Remove this, take this off. Alright, so now we put our brackets on our intake box. We're putting the rubber on the side. Which is easier said than done. Now removing our bolt, we're going to need to actually keep this to apply our twisted L bracket. Place this in here, like so. Now we're not going to tighten these bolts all the way. Just going to basically get them in place where we can still move them around a little bit.